Yeah, without further ado, guys, we're going to jump into it. I think we're going to use GFE's audio to start. Because if Andy just drops the prime on me again, I don't know what to think. You know what? Actually, let's see what Andy's is. If it's prime again, we're just gonna dunk his audio for GFE's. How about that, guys? But you're not gonna hear any audio for the first couple seconds. All right, let's get into this. We'll start time when GFE starts, and then we'll kind of see if I need to match it from there. Let's just see how this goes. I guess we'll see how this goes. I guess. Yeah. Gonna just about to get started here. I don't know how well I timed this out. Maybe not well at all, actually. I'm getting a little concerned here. It might be this might be like awful, guys. Hold on. I don't know if I like this timing. Hold on. Oh, nope, spoiler. Let's just do this. Okay. I would rather do this, TBH. Okay, let's start again. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Sword in Link's house in the inverted. We're going to assume Andy has that as well. This is now just a GFE restream, guys. This is no longer, you know, a match cast. GFE going for the tier 1 drop here. Getting 4 bombs. Sick drop here. There's Andy. What are you... Andy, no. What is this? Hold on. Did it crash? Okay, guys. The power of YouTube, we could just pause this for a sec. What actually the hell is this, Andy? Did you give me like a tainted VOD? Like, what is this? Oops. Oh, VLC just crashed. You don't say, dude. You don't say. Chat, now I've seen everything. God. Okay, Andy, let's just skip. There we go. We'll get him at 31 seconds. You guys can see this, right? No, you can't. Hold on. Sources, left capture. This is just peak. What? Wait, what? Why is it so messed up, though? Why is it not... Hold. Chat, what in the hell is going on? Hold on. Something's not working properly here. What is it? Hold on. Let me try this. Let me try this, guys. Hold on. Let me try this. It's still bamboozling me. Hello? Excuse me? What in the hell is going on with this? There we go. Now it's working. Okay. I had to switch away from it. Okay. Let's get the timer. Let's just restart all this. You guys are gonna be like, I can't watch this. Like, what kind of professionalism is this? And I'm gonna say not very right now. I'm gonna say not very right now. Let's just play Andy's VOD for a couple seconds here. Match him up. Okay. We're good. Pog. Big Pog. And go. There we go. Andy, glove. Also, Andy's doing the prime again. I'm not all about that, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. I can't do prime again. We're doing GFE's audio. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. I need some grooving in my life. I don't need the spooky, all right? This is grooving, guys. This is so much better. But yeah, they got the starting flute. Yeah, so inverted keys. Let's talk about the mode real quick before we get too rambunctious. Kind of a mode crafted for this tournament. Adds a charged flute to the pool here. You'd be getting a blue mail here from the Stump Kid. But adds a charged flute where they're able to basically just kind of flute wherever they want to in the Dark World. They don't have to go to Light World to charge it yet. It's already pre-charged. Okay. Nope. Nope. I'm doing all the wrong things, guys. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, looks like I got everything accurate. Okay, good. GFE getting more and more money here. Just doing the traditional strats, staying right by the drummer boy, if you will. Tons of money. We'll have enough money now for dig game. Have enough money for pod early. And getting his blue tunic as a stump kid. And is going to be doing basically the same route and thing. Has enough money for chess game, but does not have enough money for dig game. So probably will end up going to the archer game here as well. Red rupee, just nothing. Andy going for the X99 dream. Gets it. First try, easy peasy. He's going for the double. Does he get it? What a gamer. Capital G. GFE going to Meyer area. We have not missed this. Yeah, we missed the scout because Andy's technical issues. So we do see that Meyer is Quake. GFE will be getting his glove here. I just can't believe. Listen how ridiculous this is. I can't believe a Twitch issue with OBS for Andy crashed my VLC. Like, I can't believe that. It obviously didn't, and it was like by some divine right that happened, but it's still hilarious to me. All right, GFE going for the early stab to Quakefish here. I kind of like the play. You know, you have the charge flute in Dark World. You can just flute to 2 and get there pretty quickly. So I don't mind it, honestly. See what we get out of it. It is keys too, so it might be a key that we need. Could be a good thing. Could be a good thing. What do we got? What do we got? Give GFE the goods here. Not the goods. Just a red rupee, unfortunately. And Gino just has this stoic look on his face like, why? Alright. GFE gonna be fluting to Link's house and gonna be fluting back away. Probably to VOO, I imagine. It's fluting back to the potion shop here. Where are they gonna go from here? Huh. Oh, this is pyramid, that's why. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and check out pyramid early. Well, Andy just kind of making his way through thieves, not finding anything of worth here in the first 4. Do see an early red mail though, which honestly in inverted is really nice, given the fact they're only on 3 hearts still. So at least for both the runners, that's really nice. Andy taking the L here, the quick death warp. GFE seeing something on the pyramid here, liked it, and it's Titans. I would like that too. That's a sick early find for GFE. Okay, cool. We'll now be fluting over to Village of Outcasts. I feel like inverted keys is so hard to start up the cast too, right? Because it's such a shotgun start. You have that charged flute. The runners are going to be going to a lot of different areas pretty quick, so it's like really imperative that I just kind of keep on top of it, and we'll talk a little bit about the mode as that kind of happens. Yeah, as we talked about, again, charged flute, the world's inverted, so some of the world changes are in effect. So like a lot of the mirror spots in like the light world that normally would work don't really work. And they're just going to have some changes to basically make it so that you can just go to them in light world and won't need a mirror or do anything like that. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so we have GFE going through to check out the front 4 of Thieves. Andy is going into the back half of Skull here. This little use of the early sword there from Andy to just kind of slash away that Gipto. Kind of a season thing just to kind of see that. Getting dummied by this spike on purpose here. This is really good timing. Oh! Okay, chat, that was so sick. Andy literally had frames there to empty out that fairy and just dump the fairy in time to make that death warp worth it. That was so heads up. Okay, that was good. That was the good stuff. That was really good. Okay. I thought he was gonna forget, and then he was like, no. God. Again, guys, it's just the little things at this level, right? It's the little things. Gino's green now with red mail. I don't like that. I don't mind. Green looks good on him. It's kind of weird that it's like blue mail turns him red and then red mail turns him green. It's kind of weird. But I guess his starting color is blue. So I think that's the rationale there. Just grooving in this MSU pack. Don't mind me, guys. Andy getting his sword here in the back of, or in the front of Skull. Sorry. Still have pinball room to kind of investigate. Should be a key at this point, I think. No, it's not. All right. Well, either S and Q or get grab hand on, boy. Okay. So what options do we have? We have the mountain here. We have pod. That's about it. That's about it right now. And yeah, Andy is going to go to pod area. I don't know if this means direct into pod or if this just means I'm going to pyramid first. Because, yeah, no, this is to pod. A flute to 5 actually is quite a bit faster to get to pyramid than a flute to 2 at that point, so. Is that true? Yeah, it is. It is. Just a bit. Andy getting scammed again by the everyone's favorite, you know, Hyrulean scam artist. Getting scamazed. There's GFE's cape. But the interesting thing with the Titans early, oh my. This game sucks. I was going to say the interesting thing with GFE getting early Titans is it's not really too much of an advantage in inverted. There's not really a lot you can do with it. And I guess the same would be said in Light World. I mean, you'd have to run into a Pearl to be able to basically use it, except for a couple of fringe checks. But same with Inverted, because again, you're already in Dark World. Titans doesn't really matter as much, except for maybe Mire entry into Desert Light World, or, you know, Dark World Death Mountain in the Light World kind of thing. So those kind of things can matter, but not with the kind of gear they have. Andy got the bow in pod, which is kind of clown. Not gonna lie. And the Pearl here is here as well, so that's really good for GFE, honestly. If Pearl was in the mountain, you can argue a case that like they could miss it if they decide to get in the mountain first, which they actually are doing. So they don't know it yet, but that Pearl is in a really good spot for them because they will run into that bow at pod as well. And Andy is yet to run into these Titans as well, so a little interesting here to see how this one's playing out so far. We have known Light World access, I guess you can call it. We just haven't really connected all the dots yet from either of our runners to get the full package. Alright, and we have a Fire Rod here early too for Andy. Okay. So now we have Skullwood's back available for Andy. First dungeon, we get a shovel here as well. And that's basically all Andy can do without any keys in pod. But man, that early pod was just jacked. Tons of good items that you would want early, like that bow, that fire rod. You know you have that pearl, which is nice. But Andy is fluting to 2 here. We'll check out Quickfish. I imagine might follow up with a pyramid plate as well. Meanwhile, GFE is escorting the old man to his house. Has to be careful here. He almost got banged up by that by that pink blob. And that would have been terrible because then he just has to go through like 30 seconds of text. It's not really 30 seconds, it just feels like 30 seconds because it's awful. Okay, Andy is fluting back to 2 here. We'll check out Pyramid. I guess it is faster. I honestly didn't know that. So I guess it is faster. And we are going to get a spec rock check here from JP. He can get this item. It's just a heart piece, so nothing really too good there. Andy, meanwhile, will be running into his Titans, though, which is really nice. Sees the flute and is like, nope, nope, see you later. Okay, GFE heading back up to the mountain here. Imagine this will be... could be a couple of things. Could be early Castle Tower item check here. Could be the Death Mountain check up here. You'll be able to check out the Super Bunny Cave for 2 items. Andy immediately is going to save this old man. But not really, because he's just climbing the mountain as well. And is equipping Fire Rod, so yeah, we'll be going directly in here. So following suit with GFE here, interesting. Oh, get that full magic. No, you get that, Andy, no. I know you'll run into more magic later. Tower of Hair, small key, that's pretty clown. Like, I know you're gonna run into more full magic later down the road, I'm sure, but you're so low. Just grab the magic. Just grab it. That bothers me, man. That bothers me. Andy checking out the Super Bunny Cave here. And just the blue rupees here. And we see TR's Quake as well, so double Quake today. Small key for Turtle Rock here for Andy. And the first couple chests of Paradox game. And GFE is super bunnying his way through Spiral Cave. Okay, interesting. We'll be able to open this chest here without the pearl. Meanwhile, we got a big key here for Skull Woods. That's kind of good, honestly, for Andy. Has not run into the back of Skull yet. We see the map of Thieves Town here for Spiral Cave on GFE side. That's really good pickup here because we have that free fire rod as well that Andy has. So when he decides to go back to Skull, if he does, then you know what? You have the big chest as well. Oh, you know what I just noticed? The timer stopped. LOL. Alright. These things happen. I thought I fixed this. That's fine. We can fix that up real quick. What? It didn't... Wait. Hold on. It didn't do it. Now it... What? I'm getting clowned on here. There we go. There we go. Chat, we figured it out together. I was like wondering what you guys were talking about. Like, what is this? And then I see the pepperoni sticks. Now it makes sense. Why wouldn't you say anything? You're my mod. Get out of here. Like, did you just sit there? Oh my god. Demoted. Anyways, this is just a fantastic cast so far. I almost want to just blow it up and redo it because of how bad the start's gone, but it's fine. Andy getting the hook shot here and well. Okay. God, this start has been shaky. Nothing good in K45. Or at least nothing that GFE can get. I don't know. We'll find out which, guys. We'll find out which. God. You know what? I blame Andy. Okay, that's who I blame right now. I blame Andy because his VOD killed my production. Alright. Heckin' Andy. Putting the blame squarely on his shoulders. Big Key, Misery Mire. Okay, got it. And small key to gain star. Okay, so I know I missed some stuff on GFE side. That's fine. We'll capture it on Andy's side when he kind of goes through. So I'll make those call-outs when appropriate. But as Andy's kind of exiting here, I can kind of focus a little bit on GFE's side now. We see the Smith cash in. Andy getting a bloomerang. Chicken coop coming up for Andy now. Single arrow, get on. One of these days, Andy's gonna do that, and it's gonna heck up his game. And it's gonna get clowned on because of it. One day, it'll happen one day, guys. Trust me. One day it'll happen. Happens to everyone. Happened to me once. That's why I just never do it anymore. GFE getting their bloomerang, and oh my god, he's continuing through the gauntlet here, Pearless. I don't know quite what to think of this, honestly. I feel like you know where your Pearl is. Maybe they're chasing that Pearl could have been in Kakuko, which is a possibility with Titans. It can happen. It has happened before. But yeah, is able to grab what they can, and they are out of here. Andy's going to check out Lumberjacks or Library first. It's nothing. GFE gonna be fluting on over here, undoubtedly to pod. Yep. Here comes the flute to 5. Yeah, nothing at race game either. It would have been really nice. Excuse me. Almost died there. Would have been really nice if GFE was able to pick up some more pod small keys through that adventure, but unfortunately was not able to kind of claim any. Alright, what was over here at the 45 cave? Just 10 bombs. Okay, so yeah, it was nothing. I was right. But also could have been that GFE might have been short on cash as well at the time, so could have been another reason why they put off on pod. I'm gonna do a bit of an audio switch here to Andy now. Audio switch. GFE gonna be picking up their bow now. And all the trimmings. Turtle Rock and Eastern Palace, the classic one too. So we know our first crystals here now are those two dungeons, thanks to the bomb dragon. That's a dragon, right? That's a safe assumption. Dragon-like form. It's got like the nose going on. A little dust cloud coming out of it. I don't know, maybe smoke goblin. I don't know what you call that, right? Like dragon just comes to mind. I don't know. There's 10 arrows here at the uncle. Got the uncle chest now to check out. And GFE getting the pearl. Andy getting the map to Hera. I've seen Andy route a couple of these where kind of a similar route here. Normally would have hit Kakariko like second, but just kind of depends on how they're feeling, I guess. And they're going to basically route and escape here full into the back. But actually it's key, so they can't necessarily do that without the small key. So they might have to just end it here after that. Our GP is going to be picking up his fire rod as well. And shovel combination. Still missing a lot of stuff in the sea, but that's like inverted keys in a nutshell. Very rarely are they like quick seeds. And generally will take like a lot of ramp up to kind of get there. And we're definitely feeling it. This is like night and day compared to game one. But yeah, this is game number 2 of Andy versus GFE. Andy now up 1-0 on GFE currently. Small key to Skull Woods here. So that's the second one found. Okay. GFE ready in the early purple chest play here to the Flute 8 spot, which is great because you can just lift up that rock and warp down. We'll be able to also check out Agina and Checkerboard while they're here as well. And he's setting up for the longest death warp I've ever seen. What in the hell am I watching? Oh my god, guys. Hold on. Like, GFE getting a master sword here at Checkerboard. Andy is still taking damage. God. Oh my, the world's longest death warp. So quick math on that death warp is, so both our runners have red mill, and red mill effectively works at multiplying your heart count by 4. So Andy with 7 hearts here, 8 hearts here, 7 hearts. I can't count hearts for some reason. 7 hearts. What is that times 4? 7, 14, 21, 28. 28 hearts. So Ball and Chain hits you for half a heart each time. So yeah, you do the math. But Andy, now past that fiasco, is heading towards Dark Cross now. Has the fire rod, so kind of an easy in to get this chest. Continuing to get, you know, hit by these ropas. The good news is that because it's inverted, kind of like how you'd experience in cross keys, I guess is a good example. The ropas actually do double damage than they normally would. Okay, so Master Sword here in Dark Cross as well. All right. It's kind of a neat little place for it. So that's kind of a good, I want to say early advantage for Andy here, because Checkerboard's a pretty free check for another sword. GFE going ahead and flooding the dam here. Check out what the spot is in the little pond. And it's a book. Okay. So that book is important. That's our only entry point into desert in inverted. So, you know, regardless if desert is a crystal or pendant, more if it's required, if it has an item that we need, be it a key or another, you know, major item. That's a pretty good find for GFE. Andy should find that as well, though. Dam is pretty free and safe, so it's not really a huge one for GFE, but it is nice to run into. So we can see Moldorm Cave here from GFE. Andy is going to be checking out Graveyard now. Imagine we'll be cleaning up also back 3. Right, we got big key to Eastern Palace. Just some arrows and bombs. Okay. So big key is found now for Eastern. And yeah, here comes the back 3 check here from Andy. A small key to the pod. Okay. And bombs. It's our first pod small key, actually. And one thing I always like to educate chat on is regarding like pod small keys and what they mean in logic for like a Keysanity mode. Myself generally, my experience is like anytime I get a lot of small keys to pod early, I generally want to go to that dungeon even earlier. I know this is kind of a different case because how loaded the front was. But consequently, getting those small keys late kind of says maybe I don't go back for quite a while. GFE not getting anything of real worth there. Nice rock cave. Is gonna be farming up rupees here for Zora. Okay. It's a bit of a farm. It's a bit of a farm. So on one side of the spectrum, guys, we had Andy with the world's longest death warp. Now we have the world's longest rupee farm here on GFE's side. I feel like this seed's kind of giving us all. This race is giving us all it's got right at this point. But honestly, like where you're at, like it's not a bad farm. Okay, nothing in Lost Woods. It's a mystery where Andy's gonna go at this point. There's so many options. Just wait and react. And yeah, it looks like maybe this is gonna be Skull back now. Which frankly, I think is his best option. But again, there's so many like different areas he can go to at this point. All right, GFE is gonna start the fake flipper sequence here. And we see just a compass here on the bumper ledge. Hobo, small key, Ice Palace. Not really that useful. It's great in utility, but it's not a required key. Big key to Thieves Town. Oh, that's so gross. Big key to Thieves Town in Skull Big Chest. Okay. That's not ideal. It's not an ideal spot for that. So GP's gonna have to route that back. I'm just gonna kind of click some key spots. I guess I missed here. It looks like GFE has the big key to Desert. Also got the big key to TR too. Missed that. Andy has that as well. Oh my god, I'm missing. Look how many keys I missed, guys. Oh my, I'm awful. Chat's like, what? Chat is probably like, what the hell? YouTube's gonna give me so much grief. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm sorry. All right, GFE with the waterfall K play. Andy is, in fact, going through the back of Skull here. You know what? I blame the timer fiasco because it happened at Kakariko. That's probably where everything was, to be honest. It's probably all there. All right, just a heart piece here at Zora Ledge. Andy with some very aggressive boss music, as is tradition. Slash him. Slash. I'm a little caught up there. So red mail's not that useful in this boss fight, just because everything will do 100 damage. We see a mirror here at Zora though. That's really nice for GFE. It's really nice for GFE. Okay. I didn't mark his book. Oh god, I'm so behind. Crystal though. First crystal found by Andy. Alright. Gonna be going back in to chase that last chest there. Looks like GFE is going back up to the mountain. They do not have their hookshot yet, so they will not be able to check hookshot cave. Ether found for Andy. We're still missing Quake. God. Still missing Quake. There's Andy with the flute charge here. Going back into Mire area. Presumably just to clean up some Light World Spear checks that we have not seen yet from Andy's side. So, you know, these gonna get the sword here actually at the Checkerboard Cave. We'll be getting Eastern Big at Dam. A couple of good things on right here. GFE meanwhile just kind of cleaning up the Light World East Death Mountain checks that we've seen on Andy's side, but Andy getting his Tempered Sword. Small key for Turtle Rock. All right. Is that GFE's first? Second. Where am I missing these keys? God. We got two. They got the big key to ice. Where did that come from? Oh god, they have this small key to Swamp too, small key to Pod. Andy has that too, okay. Okay, we're caught up now, guys. We're caught up. Oh man, it's been a cast, guys. Okay, so Andy not having that book yet won't be able to check out this Bombos. Let's see the red crab. Oh, that's actually a really good farm. So in GFE's case, I don't think they got that knowledge. So again, had to result to that blue rupee farm at the not so generous thief. Oh, we're gonna see some mirror shenanigans here with TR. Okay, so this is an inverted classic. With the mirror that opens up a lot of TR actually in Logic. As you're able to do kind of neat little things where you just drop down the middle and you're like, yeah, I just want to go right to Laser Bridge. And the game's like, okay, go ahead. It could even put big key here too. Small key, so that's the last small key to TR. It's at Laser Bridge, okay. And small key is not as necessary in inverted keys as well. Just because again, with the mirror found, you can do so much. We do see from GFE's side that TR is a crystal, okay. Yeah, Andy's gonna farm up that red rupee crab. The crab gave a bonus 8 bomb, guys. That's crazy. So that's the second prize. If you gain enough of the first prize, it'll generate that second one. It's pretty much the top 2 prizes you probably want to see from a crab, so. And then just the free 400 rupees for Andy. Okay. Oh my god, he probably felt like $1 million figuring out the crab prize and then just gets dumpstered on, dude. Alright, GFE setting up for a rail clip here. Just actually gets bomb jumped across. Okay, that works too. I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, honestly, now that I think of it. Maybe, yeah. So I know you can do that with like a bomb bonk or with a boot bonk, but I didn't really know that bomb jump existed. So that's knowledge that I'm kind of learning here. Those little black like ashes or whatever you want to call them, mice? I don't know what they really are actually, but they got you every time. Small key to Thieves Town. Oh, that's a really gross spot. Okay. That's a really gross spot. Yeah, so you can't get there with a bomb jump. I thought so. Okay. So that's kind of nice how the bomb jump just kind of like extended with the rail there. Maybe that's just a normal bomb jump. Maybe I'm just making things up. I don't know anymore. I've lost all control of this cast. Oh boy. All right. GFE gonna be heading towards the lava chest here. Again, has every small key in the world. And by every, I mean all of them. I think he has 4. No, he only has 3. Where did you get the 4th one then from? Where? What is happening? It doesn't matter. Right, Andy gonna be checking out Hobo now. I believe this is a small key for ice. Yep, small key to Ice Palace. Ice Rod in TR. Gross. Oh, GFE is going to be happy to find that. That is not a nice place to find an Ice Rod. But, yeah, it's not that bad either, but it's just still kind of gross. TR, of course, being a crystal, that Ice Rod will be required. Andy's spotting a big key here on Hylia Islands. That's the big key to ice I missed. Okay. That's where she was. And he's setting up in Scylla here. Didn't get it that time. It's probably going to be setting up for another. Nope, just going to be donating more bombs to the lake. There we go. GFE coming back for the one wall check there. He couldn't do earlier because he's checking this in a super bunny state. And it's the hook shot, unfortunately. There we go. Really unfortunate, like, miss there. Because it has impacted routing at this point, but it's just the circumstance of going through Kakariko in a bunny state. And I get why they did it. Again, it's unfortunate how that one ruled out. Because when they were at TR area, they could have checked out Hookshot Cave. Alright, there's his big key to Misery Mire. And small key, Gannon's Tower. Alright, good stuff. Andy, meanwhile, going to be getting his mirror. And again, I'll call it, we're still missing a lot. We got a lot of keys now. We're just missing a lot of utility. And early ice? Is this early ice, really? Is that what I'm about to witness here from Andy? Really? With Thieves Town open? No. Okay, not early ice. I guess Zora area. No, he's already done Zora area. He just got the mirror. Where's this to? Hobo? Eastern? Eastern, okay. Right, because he doesn't have a hammer. Oh, actually, you know what? This was pretty clever. So this was a good way to kind of get over here quicker than, say, going fluting 3, lifting the rock, and then walking all the way over. Yeah, no, I get this. This is pretty clever. It's pretty smart. All right, GFE going to be investigating the shovel spot here. Green Pendant is Swamp Palace, so we do not need the flickers to see. Then at the shovel spot, Gannon's Tower Compass, and another bottle. Okay. So nothing at Sash Cave. Yeah, so I feel like that effectively rules out Swamp unless we run into flips. It is a big item dungeon. Lots of locations there. But generally would be off my radar at this point. Okay, and we got GFE checking out Bombos here. I like the stab here. Got booked in kind of a weird spot to want to go back here, so be interested to see where they go next. Okay, so we got the map for Ice Palace, all right. And yeah, this is just the play entry in the desert. We do have the big key, so we are going to be able to complete the dungeon. We don't know if it's a pendant or crystal yet. So that's where the risk kind of lies. And there's the flippers for Andy. First testing Eastern, so now Swamp is on the table, but not really a good option without a hammer. Could be the clown home of hammer, actually. I don't really want to think that. That's kind of gross. But I don't see a lot of pod small still, and I don't know. I'm getting a little worried. Might get, you know, colorful in the clown variety here soon. The multicolor. Oh god, there's the lamp. Okay, on the torch. God, hammer there would be so... Like, you might as well put the clown wig there, too, in the chest. It'd be so bad. Just the map to Gannis Tower for Andy. Looks like I missed powder for GFE. Maybe that was in Desert's big chest. Eastern's big chest, just a red rupee. Yeah, GFE just gonna take this straight to the back here. Does not have that right side small key, and honestly, with the big key in hand, I feel like this is the way you want to play it, and just go to the boss. You know, if it's a pendant, it's like whatever, but you know, without a lot of knowledge, I would rather just challenge the boss and hope to get a crystal here too. So I like it. Andy is about to give us a look here of the Eastern big key chest. This is the popo there. That's a little unfortunate. Gets a heart container. Yeah, I just kind of moved away from him there. That happens sometimes. All right, GFE lining up for their Lamo fight. Misses the second Lamo there. Does not get another fire rod hit on the other one. Only has Master Swords here too, so the spins are going to be a little slow, but should die after this one coming up. Or is it going to be 4 because Master Sword? No, it's just the one, yeah. That's the one. Red Ruby, okay. And it, oh, unfortunate, just a pendant. Okay. That's unfortunate. So we know our second pendant here. Still don't know where the last pendant is. But we know Andy is on his way to his second crystal. A pretty standard fight here. Nothing really too much to look at. Just a bunch of Armos Knights dying. And small key to Cairo Castle. That's it. Andy picking up his second crystal here. GFE, meanwhile, gonna be going back into the warp through Kakariko area. Where are they headed to now? Is this pedestal check? Maybe? I believe it is. Yep. Because we're going in through the left side. All right. So GFE is going to check the pedestal here. All right. This is definitely a just in case kind of check. It's not a, I need to win this because I'm behind kind of check, but it is a just in case kind of check. They might feel a little behind, right? Because of getting that pendant and having the early Kakariko go as it did. But we see the fourth sword is there. So a vanilla sword placement there. Unfortunate. So if GFE was looking for an answer, it's not going to be there. But we'll get into the back of Skull here, so I really like how they routed this. Andy, at 46 minutes, is now collecting his old man. Oh my god, you gotta love inverted. These are the things that definitely can happen. Okay, so GFE is setting up for his blind fight coming up. And he successfully escorting the old man to his house. And just gets the 20 spot. You know, times are tough, right, guys? Like, it's... You can only give what you can give at this point. That's all the old man has. Like, you know what? You've been so kind to me. Here's 20. The dog is just going to be like, okay. And the map of Skull is in Skull. That's pretty funny. All right. So GFE getting his first crystal. Red rupee on the top of Spec Rock. All right. Seen this before. Andy now heading on over to what I only can assume is going to be Hookshot Cave and TR area. And GFE heading towards the Lost Woods segment. Just going to see that red rupee in the mushroom spot. And we'll see the blue rupee in the drop down here. We're still missing a ton of stuff at 48 minutes. So, not to overly spoil things, guys. If you haven't seen Game 1, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, whatever. But, you know, Game 1 was quite stark in contrast to what we're seeing today, right now, in Game 2. As we see a heart piece here at Lumber, or at the Hookshot Cave, sorry. Small key here for Castle Tower. This is really good for GFE. He's going to be checking out this Skullwoods big chest here. And we'll be getting his big key to Thieves Town. Small key to Castle Tower for Andy, okay. But Andy still doesn't have that small key to Thieves Town either. I believe that was here in TR, though. Andy forgetting the mirror there, no big deal. Alright, we're getting a lumberjacks check here from GFE. Just a heart piece, so nothing relevant there. The last TR small, I forgot that was there. It's Clown. God. And the map for Eastern that Andy... New information from left, right, and center, but it's there. It's gonna leave, actually. Okay. Probably because they could just mirror warp other places through TR, so yeah, it's fine. Especially since they're still moving around. That's the play they want to do here. Also don't have a red cane either, so that's that's the real reason why they want to do it. Guys, it's been a long day. I appreciate you guys kind of hanging in there with me for the cast, though. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of neat. I always want to try casting like a full, at least 2 games of the set together. And while I don't know how this match ended, or I don't know if there's going to be a game 3, it's kind of neat to experience it this way. But I kind of want to do like the first 2 games, and I didn't really want to look at like the schedule or anything like that to see like if there was an indicator that there was going to be game 3. So I just wanted to see, okay, let's cast these 2 games and see what happens. Okay, GFE getting his Bombos and his small key to Dark Palace. Okay. That's number 2. And he's getting his small key to Thieves Town here, which is good for him. He hasn't been to Thieves Town yet, so that's a good find. And GFE is heading back through, I back 3 to sanctuary chest. Okay. Okay, so Andy will run into his ice rod eventually through this route. Won't be able to do anything else here in TR for the time being. Does not have a red cane, cannot hover without boots. It's pretty much kind of stuck in limbo there. So option-wise, again, not great. We're getting closer and closer to a crash course at Ice Palace, actually. Hammerless. You have Pod to redip. You have Swamp Palace for a couple items that you can dip. Again, not really ideal circumstances at all. And still no Quake for either of our runners when Quake is the entry point for both TR and Meyer. Not so much required for TR, but more important for Meyer, as that is the only way in. And he's slashing. Slashing his sword. Alright, so this is probably the desert play coming up here for Andy. It's going to give us a peek that Hera is a crystal here. Okay. So we know another one, guys. We just need to know what the last pendant is to really kind of knock down what the rest of the crystal information is. Yeah, GFE is going to go through the rest of the escape sequence here. If they so choose to death warp here on the red mill like Andy did, it's A, going to take a lot of time. And B will be rewarded with the tempered sword, which isn't entirely all that time back, but you know, you don't know what's going to be there, right? So that's where the powder was. It was in desert. Okay. Just 3 bombs. And he gets the knowledge of the lamp. Fantastic location. I guess if anything, that tells the runners that the boots are required to complete the seed. Oh, it was a shield. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like powder or shield. Once I saw the powder, I was like, oh, so it has to be that, right? Okay, Andy is making his way to the back of the desert here. GFE getting his small key to skull in the second chest, the boomerang chest of escape. And yeah, Andy's just gonna full send here into the back of desert. Again, does not know if this is a pendant or crystal. It's kind of hard to... It's a tough one, right? When you know if this is a pendant, like, do you just go to the back or do you go for other options? It's a tough call on inverted keys. I feel like you're generally rewarded by kind of playing clean, but... By clean, I mean, like, doing everything in kind of a sequence. Oh yeah, GFE doesn't need to go through the clown option. He has a mirror. Oh, get owned, Andy. This can mirror. Oh, does not go for the... Okay. Did not go through Darkross. So will not be picking up their tempered sword here at Darkross. Okay. But we'll be heading over to Eastern for their second crystal coming up. So GFE is certainly not out of the woods yet when it comes to catching up to Andy, but he is catching up on him. Andy is about to get this pendant here. Yep, we have confirmation that Hera is a crystal on GFE's map. But yeah, GFE is going to be heading into his second crystal dungeon. Andy about to get the bad news here of full ammo containing a pendant he really doesn't want any part of. GFE also seeing the knowledge of swamp being a pendant. I don't... And then the better part is they're going to get the flippers in Eastern. So it's kind of the LOL there. Of like, you're telling me it's bad and then you're giving me the entry rights to it with those flips. Andy going ahead to check out his Bombos check now. Okay, where does Andy go now? There's just a lot of ass out there. I'm gonna be very blunt with you guys. There's a lot of ass out there. I'm not trying to say like on the dating scene. I mean more like there's not a lot of good options for him. So it looks like he might be going to swamp at this point. Which, you know, fair, you're in the area. It's a couple quick checks. I don't mind it as much. But like, I can't really say, oh, there's better options. And the only one that I float to is Thieves Town. And it's kind of weird that he's put it off for this long, to be honest. Maybe trying to protect, like, Thieves' Big Chest, perhaps? I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, Andy getting knowledge that ice and thieves are crystals. So it's between Mire and Pod being the last pendant. And given the fact that we have only 2 small pod keys, I feel like Pod is going to be the last pendant at this point. That's my guess. That is my guess. Big key. Dark. That's so clown. All right, this seat sucks. This seat is trash, guys. Like it's Andy doesn't even know what to do. I don't blame him. But he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna play the easy end. I'm gonna go to Thieves. Like Thieves is not, again, like you might think to yourself, oh, Thieves is a great play. You know, if Andy didn't know Thieves was a crystal, it's not a great play to him because he's already done the first 4. He has to double dip, recommit to it. And like all the items are kind of in the back. You don't have a hammer to get that big chest, so you're losing an item there. Maybe, unless hammer's here. So it's kind of rough. I feel like knowing it's the crystal is like absolutely the right time to go in now. You could have made the argument to go in a little bit earlier, but yeah, I don't really blame him for not doing it. Meanwhile, GFE is going through Eastern Palace here. Yep. It's okay, guys. I've been paying attention. I pinky promise. And give me getting their Eastern big key chest out of the way. Just that heart container. Oh, oh, oh my. Okay, those could have been gotten a lot sooner. All right, well, that's a great find. Not really a great find in the context of when you can get it, but a great find regardless. The problem with that boot find is that, you know, you've just done basically all the long walking segments through Light World without boots. So you're not really happy finding them here, but you're happy that you have them now. So it's kind of that whole, it's kind of the 50-50, right? You gotta take the good with the bad sometimes, guys. It's just life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Good, I have speed. Bad, I don't need speed as much now. All right, there's another pod small key for Andy in blind cell. Okay. Again, won't be able to check out the big chest here, so Andy's basically gonna have to take a hard right. As GFE gets his Armos fight out of the way and gets his second crystal. Meanwhile, Andy is heading towards his third crystal fight here at Blind in Thieves Town. Intense music, gaming music even. GFE is going to be making his way into pod. Okay. Has the one small key, so can go into the back here. Can actually break a bunch of chests here by doing this. The bad news is, again, does not have that pod big key, unfortunately. Andy getting his... Uh-oh. Andy getting his third crystal there. I zigged when I should have zagged there, chat. There we go. Alright. GFE's getting messed up by these turtles here. There we go. Big, small ketapod. Alright. This seed is clown. There's no doubt about it. The pod smalls, the desert lamp. Man. If there's something substantial here in pod, I don't know. A lot of these checks require like a lot of keys in logic too, right? Which they obviously don't have. But Andy's also going to make the pod play here. The big call out though is Andy will be able to check out this big chest of pod. Still will not be able to go to the back and fight Helmasaur because both our runners do lack the hammer here. Okay, GFE is setting up for his hammer jump. Small key to Skull Woods. Nothing great there. Nothing great. What do we got in that last check? Oh no. No way. No way, dude. How shit is this seed really? Like, where are these other pod small keys, dude? Oh my god, that's so bad. Alright, well, and a blue cane there for Andy in the big chest. So Andy now, if he doesn't burn all his small keys, which he has one left, and he won't after he gets his hammer, we'll be able to go to the back. GFE, meanwhile, will be burning this small key here on the front chest. Is Andy setting up a death warp to save Scum a key? That has to be what he's doing, right? And that's what GFE just did as well. Okay. And he sees that hammer. He's like, no way, dude. And yeah, he's just going right to the boss now. It looked like he was going to set up a death warp, but now is like, nah, I'm just going to go in. Thank you. And GFE will be making his way into Thieves now. Will be running into his boots. Oh, Andy. Andy. Nope. 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 There we go. There we go. God, what a gross, gross spot for that. So that requires, what is it? 6 small keys? God. Where are the other ones? We found 4. We need 2 more. And Andy's just done Thieves, right? So doesn't have the Thieves big chest. GFE actually will be able to check out this Thieves big chest with this play. So if there's something substantial at Thieves big chest, that could be a big ace for GFE here. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, if like, you know, Helma's required and or has a good item, like Andy's gonna be kind of in the driver's seat, right? So it's kind of a neat little part in the race. We got a storyline, guys. It took 2 games, but we got a storyline. Oh god. All right, what are we getting here? From Helma, what are we getting here from Thieves Big Chest? GFE getting his boots in the Solarium. That's right, guys. It's now the new name, Solarium. No more Attic. Getting rid of these bad names one by one, guys. All right, Helmasaur fight. Very spooky music. Spookiest ever. I think I just spooked myself. Okay, Andy setting up the spin strat there with Tempered Sword. So it can just use Tempered Sword. You know what? Sometimes it's just a matter of being flashy, guys, alright? That's all it means. All right, small key to Ganon's tower. It is the last pendant. Why, though? Oh, 10 arrows in the Thieves Town big chest. So, like, neither storyline. They both suck. Andy, unfortunately, going to get penalized with the last pendant here. Again, I'm not surprised, given how light these small keys are. I'm just baffled as why the hammer's there. I'm just actually baffled as why that hammer is there. And Andy is going straight into ice. This is going to full send in there. Do not blame him at all. This is actually the correct play. You got your hammer where? Okay, I'm going to my next crystal, thank you. I'm going right in. You know. Swamp Palace pendant, crystal, ice, I don't know. It's a really easy call. A nice blind fight there from GFE. Tower Hair is noticeably absent too. And I feel like that's just because there have been, you know, kind of better options available for our runners, but it's also, it's kind of an easy crystal at this point, right? Like an easy one to kind of get back to. The travel sucks, but it's kind of an easy play in if you're out of options. All right, so GFE getting the bad news, depending on how you want to call it, that Ice Palace is a crystal. Imagine they're going to want to go there soon, honestly, with that hammer. Maybe soon. Where are we going now? Powder? This looks like powder and maybe hammer pegs combo? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Powder hammer pegs. This is the bad news bears story of you know, Andy's earlier ice dip here. Is gonna have to do the vanilla routing here in ice. Does not have that red cane for icebreaker. So gonna be penalized with a little bit of speed here, but that's okay. Alright, Bat, what you got? Small key. Misery Mine. Okay. The H room in ice. H. It's almost like it's Triple H, but it's not quite there. I wish I could call it that, because that'd be a cool name. Small key to Desert Palace in ice. That's gross. So here's the big chest, big key room, just a heart container as well at hammer pegs. So really not a lot going on, unfortunately, on GFE side. That desert small could be impactful though. Wait, that was Andy's side that got that. Scratch what I just said. Scratchy. Mirror shield for Andy here at the spike room, the U room. And GFE is going to elect to do the bonk locations now. So bonk rocks are going to be first here. Oh, we get a map from Misery Mire and another small key to pod. Oh god, I hate this scene. We get the map to Misery Mire, so now, you know, at least from our standpoint, we're gonna know what all the crystals and pendants are. In fact, I think Andy should know as well, given that, you know, we just found out pod's a pendant. So yeah, it's gotta be Mire Crystal, actually. We solved the case, guys. Look, we did it. Just palms for GFE. We cracked the code, guys. Oh god. Guys, it's been a long day. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm starving. God, I've seen your comments about my tracking. I get it. All right, it's not my best effort. All right, I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. It's not my best. But we're still having fun here. That's all that matters. Ice Palace big chest, nothing. GFE can elect to get a safety here. And I imagine this is going to be Ice Palace as well from him. Andy's doopsling and dazzling around these puffs. Just for a small key to Misery Mire. But doesn't net another crystal. Still no Quake. Alright, so guys, we need Ganon's big key. And we need Quake and Red Cane. So it's like 3 things we need basically at this point. So it's almost certain that we're just in a crash course for Swamp. I feel like that's where Andy's gonna be fluting to here. Nope. Maybe, yup, nope, yup, this is yup. It's actually faster to get to Swamp here from 8. Because you already have the warp. No, just kidding, he's going back to Desert. I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. It's fine. Nope, yup, nope, yup, nope. Andy now going to be collecting his lamp. The real reason why I wanted to come here for Desert. He mirrored. I honestly thought he was going to leave. Dude, if he left, if he dead ass just went here for a lamp and left, oh my, he would never hear the end of it for me. God. All right, heart container here on the first test on right side Desert. And nothing in right side Desert. Please go to Swamp next, Andy. This is by far your most tactical option. And I think that's what we're getting. Okay. I mean, Desert made sense. It's fun. I kind of scoff and laugh at the lamp a little bit, but that's kind of kind-hearted fun. That's not so kind-hearted. Okay, mirror shield for GFE here. Got that desert small as well. That's pretty much all that there was there in ice. But yeah, Andy is flooding the dam here. This is an integral sign that he is going back into Swamp. Let me in, please. There's got to be at least one good thing here. I feel like there's going to be multiple good things here. And I feel like those multiple good things are going to be Red Cane and... the Red Cane and... I guess everything we need Quake. Yeah, let's call that. And then where's GT Big? Like, where is this little guy? I feel like best case for either runner at this point is that GT Big is just that GT. There's still kind of a lot of loose ends developing. I don't know if we checked Harmless and Pod. Just some kind of gross options. Andy has like Thieves Town Big Chest hovering over him while his GFE checked it. We were able to full clear ice here while we were here, so that's great. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of a crash course there, but we might just run into it for free. GFE entering in their cold stare fight. And you're getting the map of Desert. All maps are irrelevant now. We already know the information we need. Okay, GFE is going to lean a little bit heavier onto the fire rod than Andy did because, you know, GFE does not have the tempered sword. And for GFE, it's kind of a good talking point here now that we are seeing this kind of Master Sword fight. You know, we have a tempered sword on the pedestal for GFE. We also have it at Dark Cross, so I don't think we're going to see that tempered sword for GFE side. Which means for the remainder of the match, we'll most likely just be going through Master Sword here. And he's setting up Diver down with bombs for Swamp. Again, no red cane, so has to resort to that. Alright, we're seeing a flute here from GFE. We're seeing a mountain play. This could be Hera at this point. This could be Hera. Okay, big key. This dungeon. Please, dude. Oh, God. All right, hookshot cave here from GFE. Is the second castle tower key for GFE. And there's that bug net that Andy also got. Bugnet, just such an integral and critical item that, you know, felt necessary to have on this tracker. All right, there's the Quake. GFE's like, yeah, I can't do that. So I'm just going to do this instead. So yeah, this feels like it's going to be the Hera play. Hera, honestly, is probably the best option out of everything. Big key to Ganon's Tower in Pendant Swamp. Alright, that's so bad for GFE. Okay. That's not great. That's not great. If there's nothing else here in Swamp, that's not great. Because GFE is going to go to Hera next. And there's a really good chance GFE finds, like, Red Cane and or Quake there. And then there's a very good chance GFE just does not play Swamp at that point. So, for the race sake, I hope, you know, they kind of get gated towards Swamp, so they have to get that big key there and not just do all GT for nothing, but we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I'm a little nervous now. I'm a little nervous. Andy saying, get owned me. Actually won Cycles Argus this time. And just 50 bucks. So the only thing in Swamp was again is our big key. GV, meanwhile, actually getting a good equalizer here in Bombos as the Silvers. Again, probably won't run into Tempered Sword for the remainder of the race. So Silvers is a nice kind of catch up there. And we're going to see Castle Tower for the second chest here for GFE side. Again, can just like mirror out of Castle Tower after they get the second item. And then they can go into Hera afterwards. Andy's going north here back into Skullwoods. Andy does not know what's on pedestal. Oh, we get the blind pull. I miss what GFE got there. Hold on, let me take a look. Oh, I see what GFE got there. Okay. Okay, I see what you did. I see what you got. That's a really gross spot for a Red Cane. Okay. Andy getting his Master Sword. God. Oh, God. Is this Hera's big key here? Oh, my. All right. This guys, I'm going to level with you. All right. I'm just going to be very honest with you. This seed is actually comedy hour, right? For a tournament. Like, it's actually comedy hour at this point. God. All right, Andy is gonna go ahead, and it looks like he's looking to do Spike Cave here. Okay. GV meanwhile doing the basement check at Hera. Let's just correct that big key placement there. And Andy is going to reverse out here. Doesn't have enough magic to get to the back end, but will have more than enough hearts to deal with the damage hitting him right now. Our piece here from GFE in the Hera. Big key chest. All right. Hair pot coming up for GFE. Andy is continuing the climb. Important call now. Is Andy going to go into Castle Tower for the second item? He is going to go in there, so he's not going to get bamboozled. This is probably the main thing that could have really hacked up Andy over GFE at this point, with that red cane being there. I just see another bottle here for GFE and Hera. See a small blue rupee. So when I see that red cane, I think TR at that point. That's what I think. Yeah, so gross, dude. So gross of a location for a red cane. So it's more than likely very happy to see that. Okay, so with that red cane, does Andy go to Thieves first, or does he head to Hera? I imagine Hera. I might be surprised here. Nope, it's gonna be Hera. All right. Molderum just having 3 bombs, so we know it's gonna be a crystal. And GFE is gonna collect his 5th crystal here. Andy collecting his silvers. So GFE having a 5-4 crystal lead here over Andy. But, and this is a big but, is while that's nice and all, unfortunately the bad news of this story is that, you know, Andy's on this pendant swamp that has a GT big key in there that is super required to finish the seed. So that is not great for GFE. Specifically in the instance of getting that red cane where he did. And not having Quake yet. I mean, is Quake here in TR? I don't know. More than likely though, because it can't be Meyer. Meyer will be go mode at that point. We do know that, for information's sake. We have Meyer's big key already. We already have the red cane. We just need the Quake to enter in. But again, we know that, but GFE doesn't. So my thought process here is if Quake is in TR, the next play is going to be Meyer and GT for GFE. All right, do we see a double pit here from Andy, or is he actually going to show him who's boss here? Yeah, he's just going to show him who's boss. No double pit bonanza. Unfortunate. All right, Andy now having his 5th crystal. GFE having a little bit of an issue with the Trinex fight, but it's not too bad. He boops you sometimes. It's no big deal. He boops. Just a heart piece there. So the problem with doing the back first here, which you want to do anyways because it's a crystal, it's going to spit you out at the front. And you'll see in a second. So the turtle head will be there because you don't have Quake and you weren't able to open it up originally. So you got to mirror out, basically. Oh, just kidding. The front entrance is open. Hello? Is that an inverted thing? Hold on. Hold the phone. Did I just... It's happening again, chat. I'm learning things about the game again. Oh, God. It happened again. It's like every cast these days. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. God. Andy there with Buttersword making quick work of Trinex. GP can give us a look here, the right side TR. Dark Palace, the Compass of Misery Mire. All the things that you don't really want to find. At least at this stage of the game. We do got that couple more checks here. Mainly just this left side check. Should be the last one. Andy has a little bit more to do in TR as well. All right, so nothing in TR. We do have Fat Fairy now, though, with that TR crystal. So that is available. Where is GFE heading next? Maybe Spike Cave at this point? Miss Marl, thanks for the gifts of the GFE. Appreciate that. Okay, so here comes Spike Cave for GFE. It's going to be kind of critical of what comes up next. They do have a lot of options ahead of themselves, right? Like, it's, you got Swamp available, you have Pod Redip. You don't have Mire. That's the good news. You don't have Mire. You have the information now that Mire's a crystal. So you should have everything. Where do you go next? This is such a tough call. This is such a tough call. And it's going to be desert right side. Okay. So we can get some cleanup out of the way here. Andy is going to go ahead and go back to the warp. So this is going to be the cleanup of TR for Andy. And also Mimic Cave as well, yeah. Oh, it's not the cleanup of TR. Andy's like, nope. I just want Mimic Cave and I'm out of here. All right. We're fluting away. Where are we going? I feel like there's very, very few options, if any, left. Andy's going back to Light World. It looks like the overall cleanup for Andy here now. Like boot checks, hammer pegs, powder. Meanwhile, GFE is heading towards the warp at Link's house. This might be Swamp as well. Which honestly is great for him. You want that. You definitely need that big key, so. Oh no, this is the Fat Fairy play. Okay. Oh no, if Quake is gonna be at Fat Fairy. Oh no. I don't know if we have anything left that it could be. Maybe one chest and pod. I don't know if we've checked out Harmless. That's the only one that I'm like blanking on here. But if it's not there, then Quake has to be here at Pyramid. If that's the case, that's gonna be so bad for GFE. Because that big key's in Swamp Palace. Oh no. Alright, what do we got? It's Quake! Oh no. Alright. It's right tomorrow, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Okay, so we're gonna get a full Mire here, and then maybe a full GT. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Ah, no, that's the recall though, right? Like, you do have the option to go to Swamp before GT. Like, you could pull that trigger. And I think the rationale there is like, you know what, your time spent on going through full GT looking for a big key versus just having it and going up is like substantial. So honestly, I can see a Swamp before GT. I'm hoping to see a Swamp before GT, I'll put it that way. Because Andy is doing this cleanup. He will be eventually on a crash course towards Pyramid Fairy. But I feel like that's only a play available in like keys modes, right? Well, obviously because GT Picky's there, but you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean. So Andy picking up a small key against her there. I believe we have enough now for both our runners. Oh yeah, pretty much got them all. Andy is making the way to the Pyramid Fairy now. Okay. Nope. Are you going to pod? Are you dead ass going to pod, Andy? There's no way, right? Okay, it's green pendant. That's what it is. All right. I was about to say, like, really? Andy's going to create. Okay, he's going to cash in Sash. You don't go back. You don't go to pod now, do you? You're not going to pod, are you? You're not. Okay. You're definitely not doing that. Yeah. All right. Wait, where are you going? Where are you off to, boy? All right, there's a second castle tower key. Oh, this is the boot checks. Oh yeah, because inverted. I was like, what is this routing? And then I just remembered it's inverted. Oh, wait, what? Guys, what am I witnessing here? I think Andy was just trying to turn his dash and like forgot. Just temporarily, we'll just assume that was a pit. Oh god, that's like, that's one for the blooper reel though. That's pretty funny. God, I can't wait for the YouTube comments now. Solskjaer, stop making fun of Andy. It's not funny anymore. Oh god, guys. So yeah, this one is definitely not game one. This is definitely game two. Two completely different races. Two actually completely different races here. Again, this one's still kind of a mirage almost, right? Like, I don't know how it's still gonna play out. Like, I can assume based on where that GT Bicky is. But Andy's kind of playing around Quake, right? So he's doing a lot of cleanup here. So I don't know, right? Like, he's taking his time. Okay, we got an SQ here. Where does he go next? He doesn't have that much left, right? Like, he has to, like, Thieves big. He's got one chest and pod. GFE just gonna make quick work here of Viddy. So the good news for, like, GFE is he's gonna be the first here with, like, 7 crystals in hand. And Andy is going to... He's going to pod. Okay, he is going to pod. All right, well, this is interesting, guys. I'm not trying to make fun of Andy here. I'm not laughing at Andy. I'm just, it's kind of funny that it's like, we know where Quake is. It's like, it seems free, right? But then it's just like one of those situations where I think Andy's just being really super defensive in a game 2 scenario. Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. This is so good for GFE. If this is Swamp first, this is so good. No! No, you're so close. No! You're almost there. You're almost there. It is going in the Thieves Town. I'm too tired and hungry for this, guys. What is actually happening? Oh, this is inverted. GFE's going to GT. What am I thinking? Oh, God. Chat. Okay. I get one. All right. I get one. It's been a long day. I get one. All right. But Andy going to Thieves. Ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we have our certified clown play of the day. That's the clown play of the day. Brought to you by Andy. Yeah, again, he's just playing super defensive here. Gregon, thanks for the 23 months. I can't think of any other reasoning, right? Like, it's just like, you know, I already have game one. I just want to make sure I haven't run any pitfalls ahead of it. Or, like, you just flat out forgot about Pyramid Fairy. I don't know, but it's, you know, these things happen. Yeah, GFE is going to go through GT. Okay. Honestly, with GT being where it is in inverted, it's not that bad. But it's still not ideal to kind of go through these checks here in GT. Andy is going to be in Dark World here. And I think this is back to TR. He has like 3 more chests there. God, at this point, I'm gonna have to get my wife to cancel my 9 p.m. appointment. This one's gonna go to the distance. All right, we got Stalfos room, so you got that mushroom, which can also be GT big key in the scenario. We got the ether play, which I like. Just the bread root there. The other unfortunate thing for GFE's situation is he's not going to run into another sword here in Gainon's Tower, right? Like, at least you think you're down 2 swords and you're still looking for the big key. Even if I don't find it, I find a sword. It speeds me a little bit up. But we don't even really have that option going for us. We have Andy going back into Hera? Did he not do Hera? Wait, no, he did this, didn't he? He burnt the key. Oh, he burnt it because he's doing Hera pot. Okay. So he's not done Hera basement yet either. I don't know what's gonna happen, chat. I don't know what's gonna happen here. This is like, this is foreign territory for me, all right? Like, I'm kind of enjoying this. You know, like you've watched enough races, you played enough races, you're like, oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen for the most part, right? Like, you can kind of get a good estimation. I think Andy's still in the lead, but it's like very rapidly declining. Even though GFE is going through a full GT, like this is something else. Okay, we got the S&Q here from Andy. Where is he gonna go next? I keep saying this. I'm like, he doesn't have very many options left, right? But like, he just finds a way. But I think this is gonna be it. I think this is gonna be the play of Pyramid Fairy now. Yeah, it's got to be, right? Like, there's nothing left, right? Right? We're not gonna have any like 180-degree turns away. Like, it's just gonna go there. Because like GFE's almost done GT. And yeah, they have to go to Swamp still, but it's not that far in. Andy has to still finish off Viddy. Here we go. All right, here's the pyramid play. We're gonna get the Quake there. We still have tile room though to go in GT, don't we? Is this a bail? This is not a bail. This is a GT play. Okay, or pyramid. This is a. I keep forgetting what the room name is. Tile room. There we go. It's a tile room play. Misplay of the clown play of the day was by me there on that call. My lord. Look how fast Andy's little legs are going there. It's so adorable. Stupid sprite. All right, there's Andy's Quake. Andy's now in go. So he's got to go now to Meyer, and he's just slashing. He's like, oh, I done fucked up. And GFE just letting these fairies do their thing, which is fine. It's fine. Oh, he's got no interest in that thing. He's just like, no, you're dying. Okay. I still think Andy's in the lead. Time-wise, I think Andy still leads it. Again, the saving grace for GFE, depending on where he goes next, is GT is like super close by. He's gonna go back in the light world here. Where does this lead you off to? All right, so this is gonna be back to swamp then. Yeah. Or not back to swamp, to swamp. No, it's not. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like the Kool-Aid Man's gonna like ram himself through my wall soon. But oh no. Oh, this is the mushroom play. This is the mushroom play. We found that mushroom in GT. So not like critical, but not great either. Everything is just costing GFE at this point precious seconds away. Sees the map. Where are they gonna go next? Warp? Are they gonna go? Yeah, they're gonna go to the warp. But where's that direct to? Oh, to swamp. That's so smart. Okay. I always forget where these warps go. That is so smart. Okay, so here we go. Here's the swamp play from GFE. Andy, meanwhile, is in the midpoint of Biddy. The problem is Andy's almost at Vitreous now. And GFE still has a couple minutes of swamp to kind of go. The big point here in swamp to keep GFE in it is going to be, like, can't do left side. Like, I assume, like, the wall and the donut track and everything like that. I have to wait and see how things go. We also have Pod's big key here, and that could misdirect GFE. I don't think at this point it will, but we'll have to wait and see. Andy getting his 7th crystal now. But we'll just be able to climb GT at this point. Here's the big key for Pod. GFE is going to mirror. Oh. Oh, that was close, chat. Okay. He thought about it. He's saying no. It's the right call. Andy going over to the warp here at 4. He's going to be heading on over to GT momentarily. God, you know what I always hated as a runner is how long these drain sequences took in a race. I'm just like, please go faster. Please go faster. I feel like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. You know, he's like faster, much faster, please. It's kind of where I'm at right now watching this. All right, GFE heading through the donut track. Key point to keep an eye out for, guys. Where does GFE decide to go? Does he go the left side or does he kind of go straight towards the flooded chest? If he goes towards the flooded chest, I think he still has a good chance here. Andy first into GT. He's going left. Oh no. That's certainly gonna be it. That's just gonna be too much time, I think. It's almost like mathing on my head. By the time GFE gets to that big key for GT, Andy's gonna be almost at like Agatu, or if not at there. Oh, that's unfortunate. It still would have been an uphill battle though, right? Like you would have still been late to GT. Like Andy would have been already into the G1 through the G5 rooms. If not a little bit past that maybe, but like you'd still be on the climb, right? I feel like that's the chip and chair scenario. Like you'd still be in it. Like yeah, you're down swords, but you're right there. Andy entering in Gauntlet 1. GP entering the left side of swamp. The good news is it's not too much further for that big key, but again, we're just losing precious seconds here. I'm releasing the emote only, guys. And he's setting up for the Lambo 2 worms. Don't say it's over till it's over. Exactly. Exactly. Chat, I've coached you well. All right. Proud of this chat. It's too late for the Jeff Goldblum watching you poop comment. It sure is, but it's still relevant. How troll was the big key for GFE? Pretty troll, honestly. It's just a tough spot, right? Like, it's kind of in the direction that, like, Andy just happened to get that before, you know, before the red came, before the quake. It's just a circumstance of how those items hit you, and these are the things that are really impactful in races. That's not so much, like, how you played it, like, in a performance level. It's just how the items kind of went and kind of hit you in the face, right? I feel like that's the case here. Like, neither runner played bad at all. They played excellent. Execution-wise was on point for both runners, given their kits. It's just, again, you know what? You're a little bit earlier to one item. That's going to put you way further behind your opponent, right? Andy going for the hover. Falls. Number one. Number one. How many falls, guys? How many falls? I suspect Andy didn't do Pyramid Fairy because TR required Quake and it was 5-6. But like the logic in Inverted doesn't require the Pyramid. It does not require Quake. Like just because it's an entry point doesn't mean that that's required by logic for it to be done. There's the Shaky Dan. God, I love that thing. Yeah, Inverted Logic's really kind of a mess up. Like I honestly wasn't too strong on it. But being able to cast so many of these matches for Inverted has kind of really helped me out, learn it a lot better. Like, I kind of knew, but there's so many nuances I didn't really know about that were nice. Alright, Andy. Yep. Agri 2 down, GFE just starting the climb. Exactly, the exact same timing I was thinking of. Andy mentioned in his post-race that he mismarked Myers the 5-6. Oh, yeah. That explains it. Okay. Okay, that explains it. Because it's like, it's super perplexing to see that, and you don't know that information. You're kind of like struggling to figure out why, right? Because it just seems like a very obvious call-out play to make. Honestly, it kept the race like very entertaining, so I'm kind of glad it happened. But I'm also glad it seemingly didn't cost him. We're not there yet, but we're almost there. Andy just stabbing Cannon. He's getting shanked. All right, phase 3, GFE on to Lambo 2 here. Oh man, can you imagine if Andy had face cam going on when he realized, by the way, Pyramid Fairy is available? Would have been a great like caption. Oh, we're gonna get the triple here, right? We're gonna get the triple here. Oh yeah, we're getting the good stuff. We're getting the good stuff. All right, Andy is gonna finish off the tournament in 3rd place here. With the Game 2 victory over GFE, is going to take the set 2-0. Honestly, what a great matchup. Again, another great matchup for this tournament. Well done by Andy. 3rd place. Nothing to scoff at. Again, well done by GFE. 4th place. Not something to scoff at. I feel like when you make it this far, it's like you can't feel bad, right? Like you can't feel bad about where you place. Top 4 in a tournament this big is like bragging rights. We're getting off the spooky music. We're getting back to the cat jam. Oh, this is the cat jam. Let's go. But yeah, we're gonna watch GFE close it out here, guys. This is, what song is this again? I want to say it's from Mega Man 9. No, it's not. God, this is bothering me now. Where's it from? It's tip of my tongue. I'm gonna hear it later and I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Oh, it's like an NES remake of it. Yeah, I know this is from Mega Man 9, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Alright, GFE coming up here with the double. Double? It's either 4 or 5. I think you're right. Now that I think of it. Double, double, double from both runners. Alright, GFE's Ganon fight now. Has Master Sword, so we'll have to do Master Sword spins for the first 3 phases, but luckily it has Silver, so it doesn't have to go through the kind of the tough part of the fight with that phase 4. I want to say phase 2 is probably the hardest part of Master Sword Silverless, though. Or sorry, Master Sword fights. Phase 1's easy as long as you don't get greedy with the spins. You don't let them to constantly chip away at your damage. Alright, you got Cape 2, probably a safety, but yeah, no, this is fine. Does not get the good pattern here. Looked like he might be going north there, but did not go to the proper position for the God Pixel. You have a fairy too for safety, that's good. Should be enough. Nope, we're just a little shy here. That should be enough there, yeah. Phase 3 here for GFE. Can be a little tricky here. That bat's gonna get really close, but does know to go north. Oh wow! Oh wow! What Ganon? What an asshole! Wow! GFE played that perfectly too. So he got batted there and released inputs. So if he held inputs, he actually would have got dragged into the pit. Super good. Super good tech there. That was, like, that Ganon was a scumbag, though, honestly. It's probably one of the worst, like, phase 4 warps I've ever seen. Like, almost instantaneously. We're gonna get a GG here for GFE, too. Wow, great race, great series, guys. It was a lot of fun to watch and cast. Had a lot of fun today. It was good to cast the series kind of in the row, too. I really enjoyed that. Got the Mega Man music playing it out. But yeah. Again, it's great work by both runners. Making it to that top 4. It was a lot of fun following around Andy for the brackets, right? Just to pick on a runner, and then he's like, hey, cast my matches. I was like, okay. And it was really neat to kind of follow along a series for a while. I haven't followed a series in forever, guys. It's been years. So it's kind of neat to kind of follow along. And to see it go this long was kind of a treat. Playing so many different great runners. And it's just so cool to see the community still kind of growing. And runners just still getting stronger. I'm happy. I'm proud of the community, right? And like the runners and how they've kind of gone through and developed. So it's been a treat. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. So hope you guys have liked the broadcast. I'm gonna be casting Andy versus Fear tomorrow. They got a cross keys match at noon. If you guys haven't had your fill of the Andy recast, you know what? It's such a good match. I can't not take a stab at it. So, yeah, it's gonna be at noon. I got tomorrow off. So I worked the weekend, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take Friday off. Okay. And I'll just kind of break up a little bit of my day by casting a match right in the afternoon. And cross keys is one of my favorite modes these days. I feel like that's where rando runners go to die these days, is cross keys. So it's gonna be fun to kind of just you know, shoot the shit and kind of watch some cross keys action. So again, hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm gonna run out the credits here. Again, thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for the watch, everything like that. Hope you guys. It's like my primary focus. I hope the runners have fun watching it. I hope the runners have fun participating in all that fun thing. I hope the viewers kind of enjoy it. That's like my core kind of goals with this, right? So yeah, guys, catch you around later.